Another important feature of supply and demand zones are the candles that are actually preceding the formation of those zones. And as I have mentioned in the trading manuals, guys, you need to be looking for long-bodied candles, which actually will give you a pretty good indication of where those supply and demand areas are, and usually it helps the inexperienced eye to actually spot those areas. So if we look at this chart of the Euro-Japanese yen, I'm actually seeing a couple of places where such a pattern occurs. So here we had this a flash crash in on the Japanese yen markets, and it is preceded by this small cluster here, which gives me a direct indication of where a supply zone is located. So basically now lots of the traders trading with supply and demand, they'll be looking for the price to actually enter into this rectangle, and then look for shorting opportunities. So this for me has become crucial, and what I actually would like to see, as I've mentioned a couple of times in the other videos, is to see the price actually going over the upper range of this rectangle, which is the level of 127, and then showing a rejection candle or a, let's say, a bearish engulfing candle, which will confirm the negative bias. Another place where we can actually find in this case a demand area, I will show you guys, is basically, you can see here you have this bigger than usual red candle, and on the other side this bigger than usual green candle, and right here you have this cluster of candles which actually preceded the bullish candles here. So that's a very good level, and if we actually take it back in time, you're gonna see that this is quite a crucial level for it was actually touched once here and bounced back very quickly. Again, very big green and red candles, and if we go back in time, you're gonna see that this is actually the beginning of a previous support level, which was formed by those highs here, and was broken by initially it used to be a resistance, but then it was broken by this big green candle, and then retested by this bearish rejection candle here. So if we go back in time, we will see that actually on top of that, this level is the level of 125, which is a very strong psychological level, and lots of market participants are looking into this level to buy or sell. So there is definitely no coincidence with this number. Another level where I'm actually seeing this big red candle and then a couple of big green candles is right here. So there's definitely a very good demand level, which as you can see, it was touched a couple of times, and the price went into the middle of the range of the demand level, and then it tried to break it, and it took a couple of attempts, and then eventually the price went up around 1,000 pips. So if we keep on going back in time, guys, let's see, we have a few other places with actually very similar scenarios. Here you have a very big green candle, and then you have this supply area, which was barely reached here by this green candle, and then there was a bearish engulfing pattern which pushed the price lower. Using my trading strategy, I wouldn't have necessarily traded this one, since I like to see the price being at least in the middle of the supply zone, or ideally above the upper range of this rectangle. Where else do we have similar formations? Let's see here. It's happening again. So basically we have this cluster of candles, which is followed by those two big green candles, and it apparently is a very strong demand area. If we actually go back in time, you'll see that this level has been tested quite a few times back in time. And if I go even further back in time, you're going to see here one more time, and again it used to be a resistance level, which turned into a support level here after it was broken with those couple of green candles. And if I go back in time, you see that actually this level has been tested quite a few number of times, and apparently it was a very strong resistance level. And let's have a look at another example. So basically you have this big red candle here, and there was a small cluster that formed right here, and as you can see, after the cluster formed, then you had the price breaking up to the upside, then it actually went down to retest it, formed a base, and there was an inside bar which was followed by a very bullish green candle, and the price went up around 1300 pips.